Good day, everyone. I am Miss Anamae Mamporte, and I'm going to be your TLE 6 teacher for today's session. We are going to study about constructing electrical gadgets, set back, and have fun with the activities that I have prepared. Here are our learning objectives. Construct simple electrical gadgets. Explain the processes in making the electrical gadgets. Objectives. Identify the tools and materials needed in making simple electrical gadgets. Enumerate the processes in making electrical gadgets. Construct simple electrical gadgets through illustrations or drawings. Are you familiar with the man in the picture? Yes, he is an electrician. What are the things he usually brings during his work? Yes, the electrician brings tools and materials which is related to his work. I have here 5 questions for you to answer, which is related to our lesson for today. Every number consists of 5 seconds, or it serves as your time limit to answer each questions. Number 1, lamps are useful at home. They serve as additional power outlets when needed. Your timer starts now. Time's up. If your answer is letter C, then you are correct. Number 2, which of the following is an example of extension cords? Timer starts now. Time's up. If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. Number 3, which of the following illustration below is an electrical wire? If your answer is letter C, you got it right. Very good. Number 4, which of the following illustrations below is a socket that connects an electrical device to an electrical supply? If your answer is letter B, you are correct. Number 5, which of the following tools is used to tighten the screws? If your answer is the letter C, then you are correct. If you get a 5/5 score, then you are very good. If not, it is also good, but we're going to tackle it after this activity. I hope you answer it honestly and responsibly. Look at the picture that I have presented. Have you seen like this? What do you call them? These are materials and tools in making electrical gadgets. You want to know them? Nowadays, everyone have an electricity, right? How important is electricity in the place where we live? In? Electricity is very important to us now since it gives light to each houses and make our place colorful and fun. Now there are two types of electricity, static and dynamic electricity. Static electricity is electricity at rest or one that is not in motion. Examples, chairs, tables, and many more objects or materials that are not moving. While dynamic electricity is moving and is also known as electric current. Example is the electric fan. Electric current or the dynamic electricity have two types, the direct current and the alternative current. Direct current or DC is the movement of electrons in one direction in a conductor. It is produced by dry cells and storage batteries. While alternative current or AC is a current that changes in direction and intensity at a regular interval time. It is produced by generators, a machine that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy by electromagnetic induction. Here are some of the materials and tools in electricity. First one is bulbs. These devices are made of glass that contains inert gas and fitted into a lamp or ceiling socket to provide light when an electric current is passed through it. Everyone is very familiar about the bulbs and we also have it at home. The next one is the electrical wires. These are cords containing thin metal fibers where electricity passes. Solid, wire, flat, and heater cord are some of the types of wireless classified according to its make, size, and insulation. Electrical wires, we also have this at home. Fuse. This is a device that serves as an automatic switch to turn on or switch off the current. It is used to regulate the amperes that flow through the electric circuit and avoid overheating of the wire. This is the fuse box. The next one is the plug. A plug is an electrical device used in all electrical appliances to connect the appliance to an outlet. It contains insulated casing with metal pins that fit into holes in a socket or outlet to make an electrical connection. And these plugs also are made up of rubber or bakelite material. Next one is the socket. This device holds or receives a plug or light bulb to make a connection. Next one is the switches. These are used to connect or disconnect an electric circuit. Kinds include push buttons, switch, snap switch, single or double throw knife, which switch that are available in the market. Next tool of the next tools in electricity are pliers. It is used for holding the wires. The screwdriver, used for turning and removing the screws or tighten the screws. Cutter, used in cutting wires. Ammeter, measuring the electric current in amperes. Voltmeter, measuring electrical potential in volts. Continuity tester, used for testing electrical devices or appliances. Multi-tester, measure different magnitudes of electrical units. The most common one is the electrical tape. It is used for wrapping the wires. And lastly, hand and electric drill. It is used to bore a hole or commonly known as the barrena. Here are the safety and health practices in making gadgets. Now, number one, always keep your hands dry when working the wires, switches, and electrical connection. The first one is very sabotage. Next, do not overload. Limit the usage of electrical appliances connected to your extension cord to avoid overloading, which might cause short circuit. First sentence, tell us on what to do. Do not overload. Third, keep the cords away from the heat, oil, and sharp edges. Fourth, keep away combustible materials like cloths, rugs, papers, and chemical near electrical wiring and connections. Next one, make sure to work in a well-lighted area. As possible, don't work in a dark area that it might cause you accidents. Next, do not insert pieces of metal light points in the fuse box. Always keep the floor and other areas near the electrical appliances switch dry to avoid electrical shock. It might risk your safety and damage your appliances. Turn off any gadgets and machines when not in use. Wear face shields, goggles, or safety glasses while working to avoid damaging your eyes. And lastly, report broken bulbs or dangling electrical wiring immediately to the authority. So these are the 10 safety and health practices in making or constructing a simple electrical gadgets. So now we're going to tackle about the circuit. Circuit is a system of parts and is made when electrical energy from one or more sources flow along the complete path. Circuit also have its two types, which is very common to us, the series and the parallel circuit. Series circuit is one wherein devices are connected so that there is only a path for electric current. Since the bulbs are connected one after the other, in the series circuit, when one bulb is shut off, all bulbs will not work. Series circuit, everything will shut off since it is connected to each other. The next one is the parallel circuit. Parallel circuit is when the bulbs are connected side by side in a circuit. Thus, when one bulb is shut off, the other bulb will still light on. It is the opposite of series circuit. Here are the example of series and parallel circuits. This is the illustration, the sample illustration of series circuit. We have here the battery, the switch, and the two bulbs which is connected to each other. As you can see in the arrows, while the parallel circuit, we have here the batteries, the switch, and how to place the two bulbs. The next one is the uses and effects of the electricity. So here are the uses and effects of electricity. We have first the light. The electrical appliances or gadgets that uses light is the fluorescent lamp and incandescent lamps. The next one is the sound. Telephones are the examples. Telephones, cellular phones, and fire alarms are the example, which is related to the sound. The next one is power. Gadgets for power are cars, bus, airplane, train, and generators. There are plenty more that needs power. Next is heat. The electrical appliances or gadget for heat are toaster, oven, flat iron, heater, and blower. Next one, uses and effects of electricity. Cool. We have here the refrigerator, freezer, air conditioner, and many more. Movement, we have here the electric fan, ceiling fans, and robots, which is moving. Any devices or gadgets that are moving. Then the last one is the electronics. We have here the television, radio, and computers. So the next one would be the project plan. Project plan is a guide in an accomplishing a project. It consists of the objectives, design or spec materials and tools needed and the procedure. It saves time and money. And to make her work more effective. So similar to us teachers, we have our lesson planning. Lesson planning, it is consists of what the project plan have. For example, we have here the procedures, the materials that we are going to use during our classes, and many more. So in project plan also, in making our project plan, you also have to make this step-by-step process to make your activity more effective and less time and money to be spent. So here are the steps on how to make your project plan effectively. First one is name your project. Write the name of the project to be undertaken. For example, we're going to have a project of changing your switch at home or making your own switch at home. Next one is the objectives. List the reason why you want to make the project. For example, since you're going to change the switch of your house, then your objectives would be seem like this. Your goal is to make a new switch on your own. That's one of the examples, and many more to put on your objectives as long as you're going to achieve that goals that you are wanted to do. Third one is the project design or the sketch. Draw a picture or sketch the design of the project you wanted to have. Fourth one is the materials and tools. You have to list also the materials and tools that you needed in making your own switch or changing the switch or making your own extension cords at home. You also have to put its cost, how many do you wanted to use, and you have to sum it up to know if your project plan making will cost a lot or not. And the last one is the procedure. You have to enumerate the steps in making the project in a chronological order or in a step-by-step process. So here are the example of a project plan. I'm so sorry about the picture. It's a blurry one. So now here are the activity. So now I have here an activity. Choose at least one of the series and parallel circuit in a short band paper. Label it accordingly and also make your own project plan. You are going to send it to me through Messenger or Gmail. Only the picture of your chosen activity. So our Bible verse for today, for the commandment is a lamp and the teaching a light, and the reproofs of disciplines are the way of life. Proverbs 6 verse 23. So in connection to our lesson today, how are we able to know the energy God had given to us? Or how did God let us feel the current of his love towards us, his children? So God gave us the commandment to be our lamp, and through his teaching, it served as the light to each and every one of us that make us change our whole being. With our changes, it became the proof that God's love is within us. We may sometimes cannot feel it, but God is truly beside us, waiting for us that we will be going to seek or calling him. So this quiz will be sent to your LMS. So for your assignment, Choose from the two kinds of circuit, then create an actual circuit on your own. Picture your work from the materials until to the procedures. You can pass your work through Messenger or Gmail. Note, you are only going to send pictures of your homework and not the actual one. So this is how we're going to end our lesson for today. I hope you enjoy and you have learned something from it. Goodbye and thank you.